27th, they came up with this tribe kind of a thing that connects you with people who are mostly active on the time that we are usually active. Do you notice this kind of an update?
Okay, actually, I don't know exactly, but I don't know actually exactly. But yes, I think what you just mentioned, it's right.
Right, right. Anyways, so you're from Jordan, and I think I haven't spoke anybody from your country, or if I have, I don't remember because barely I have spoken with somebody from your country. Tell me something about yourself. How is life in general with you? And then I would like to know more about your country.
Me too. I would like to know more about you. So basically, I'm Musab. I'm 22 years old. I am a graphic designer. I live in Jordan, which is a beautiful country. You should visit one day. We have a great places that you can visit, and we have
Right.
one of the seventh wonders in the world, which is Petra. It's amazing place.
Okay.
Uh,
That's something I was not aware of. But yeah, it's
Bi-
just,
yes, Petra. Like you can check it if you want.
you might want to spell it out for me, like type it down for me on the chat
I
section.
just I typed it for you.
Yeah, let me see. What are you talking about? All right. And you are a graphic designer, like as a freelancer, or like you're working for a certain company,
I work for a local company right now.
right?
We do packaging design.
I see Petra. Yeah, I see. I've seen that in a couple of movies, I think. But it's
What? Do,
very ancient, man. It's really like ancient, and it's like so
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. What about you? Like, tell me about yourself.
Well, me, my name, as you can see, it's Shiva over here, and I'm from India, and I'm 23. In terms of my profession, if I have to say, I'm an English teacher. I teach English. Along with that, I've got a certain business that I do that I'm building right now. It's into the virtual assistants, and yeah, that's much about me. And if I talk about my hobbies in general, I really love speaking. I have a passion towards speaking with people from all over the world, and I think episodin is playing a very major role in me letting me follow my passion and speak with people, you guys here. And yeah, that's much about me. Talking about my country, I don't know how much you or like how many of the Indians you have spoken with, but India is a country with it's a very diversified country.
I know, yeah.
uh, it is a very democratic country. You are independent to say anything, do anything that you feel like here. Okay. And compared to, there are a lot of other countries that are politically controlled in a highly manner.
Yes.
And the culture, the food, and the population itself, again, it's one of the most populated country, and
Uh,
a growing country economically. So I would want to know if you have ever spoken with somebody from India and how was your experience.
of course, I talked with in an episode, not many actually, but few from
Hmm.
India.
Right.
It was really good. And actually, I when I was kid, I used to watch Indian movies for Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh
Wow.
Khan, many Indian actors. So I
Any of
know
your
I have
favorite movies
really
that you want to talk about?
favorite movie. Actually, I'm not good at names, but I have watched many Indian movies actually. But name I don't remember the names.
That's okay.
Uh,
That's okay. And probably the names have might changed into your regional language. Like in Jordan, what
exactly,
do you
yes.
guys speak? Arabic or like what's the
Ex-
language?
Arabic, exactly.
All right. All right. Interesting. And how long have you been using Episodon?
For 3 weeks.
3 weeks now. Wow.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I've been here for like more than 1.5 years. It's been a long time.
Okay. And do you use it every day or?
I have been quite regular in the last 6 months, I would say. I though usually like I'm back here for after more than a week now because I was busy in some kind of occasions. I had like a kind of a family function in my family. I was busy with it, but today I got like some time and then I chose to come here and spend some time. But yeah, I am regular with it. I'll have to say.
What do you like? What the most thing that you like about it?
See, it's about the people. I mean, for me, the way we actually got started with our conversation, if you have noticed, is like when I have asked you to introduce yourself, the way you have introduced, and again that has also made me to introduce in the same pattern. But doing the same thing, just imagine yourself like doing the same thing for the next 10 different times with 10 different people.
Exactly.
It makes you very robotic itself in terms of communication. So these days people have forgot how to have a normal conversation with anybody. And me being an Indian, probably I would have a if I get connected to somebody from India, I would speak it in a very different tone, because will have that psychological feeling that okay, this guy is somebody from my own country. I would rather start speaking with something more local topics about the country, about episode or people around it or some or the other things. But what makes you a great communicator is what I feel. As a high, there are levels of communication that I have designed myself. So first level of communicator, or is somebody who is good with any language and able to express themselves, whatever their emotion is, that
Yeah.
they're able to express themselves in that language, let that be in English. Then there is a level of communication where you're emotional, only emotional, okay? Only your emotional feelings you're able to share it with the other people. Doesn't really matter how the stranger that person is, you're able to emotionally connect. Then the another level of communicator is intellectual level of communicator. When if you interact with some smart ass people, some jackass who's trying to pull up your leg, you are intellectual enough to keep your opinions over there. And then after
Interesting.
that, there is another high level of communicator, is you being sarcastic with your communication. You know how to be sarcastic with your communication. Humor humor, I would say, like the mixture of humor and being sarcastic with your communication. I mean, you cannot just be very emotional and very intellectual, and if you cannot just put up a smile on your face and make the other person smile. Like I can ask you, I'm talking about something very serious right now, but I can simply say,
Mm.
Mozab, like can you please smile? I would really like to see how you smile. Can you please smile?
Okay.
You see? So
Yeah.
out of the blue, nothing makes sense. That why am I asking you to smile? But I'm asking you to smile. It's just, for me, that's the level of communication. I'm just trying to connect with you, because I've only got a limit sets of like certain limit of minutes to speak with you. So I'm really not trying to follow any pattern, but just being very random about our conversation.
Exactly. That's really interesting. And as you mentioned, like it's really this. You just repeat yourself every time that you speak with another person. So it's always about how are you doing. You just so and people they would like to say mostly they're not good at communications. So it's really interesting like to have this kind of
You know what?
approach.
And then there's for me, the topmost level of communicator is you being a manipulator,
Manipulator.
wherein you have got a command over your emotions. Like, you know where to put your emotions, where to talk emotionally. Within a second you can switch yourself, to talk more intellectually. And then within a situation you can just be a normal, joker. Like you can be more
Mm.
sarcastic about it. So you need to have control over your, brain, to communicate like that. And I think that is what I am doing here. So I mean, I wouldn't even think about me talking about, how bad I was in terms of my childhood times, in terms of my studies. And what makes me, or at least what has helped me in this my journey to be a good communicator, is that I have never tried showing myself as a perfect one. I have always said that I have always tried showing myself my failures, my imperfection, more than my perfection things that I did in my life, or the achievements that I did in my life. When you talk about your fear, when you talk about the things that you are weak at or you have been weak at, you're not demotivating yourself. Let's accept it. You're continuously telling your brain that you are, not good at these things. And while me, share these things with you continuously, I'm, telling my brain that I need to work upon these things, and that makes me better at those things, and gets me more makes me more stronger on those things. I'm sorry if I'm being very
Exactly.
technical about it.
No, no, it's you're not. Actually, it's interesting, and you really like what communication skills, and you must like you watch TikToks, right?
No, I don't. TikTok is
You
banned in
don't.
India.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. So I'll tell you, no, what Mosab, the point is that I've spoken with a lot of people in this past 4 years. I've been learning English for 4 years, and what I understood is learning English was just a way of my journey getting started. Speaking with these thousands of people in these 4 years, I what I've seen today, the very major problem in this human society is the gap of communication, lack of proper communication.
I think it's
Communication,
increased.
exactly. Communication has got nothing to do with how good you are in English or Arabic or Indian language. People often misunderstand understood it like, communication is, and communication is also not how good you are at, your professional presentations or public speaking. No, communication mean how good you are with those one or two people, your very loved ones, your very closed ones, and when there is a very intense moment happening between you guys, and how are you communicating in that situation where there is a situation of, losing that person forever or keeping that person forever. Are you
Okay,
able to
exactly.
handle that situation in a proper manner? That makes you a great communicator. So in today's time, I feel like, people are not, even though they are very professional in terms of their speaking, in terms of their attitude and posture, but they are lacking that basic skills of communication, not opening up themselves to their worst level.
Exactly. Exactly. The tone of voice is important. The way that you move your body, and it's really important. And we should like be it should be really something, because it's the only thing that we can be good at with the
Mhm.
raising of AI. It's communication, and we're really bad at it. Like, I think like mostly people, we're not good at communication. Really, like. But it's interesting actually. So when you meet a new people, like here or in in your life, what kind of stuff that you try to do to break this circle of the same? I don't know how to say it in English. My English is not that good.
Simple, man. I see, it's very basic, nothing technical about it. You know, within 5 minutes, I would understand if you are happy or if you are very tired with your life, or if you're very, deep down you feel that heaviness. I will get it. That vibe,
What do you,
transfers from
wha-
one country to even another country, the person we am speaking with. That
what
vibe,
do you
I
think? Do you
with
think I'm happy or?
no, no, no. So I'll not make a judgment of over here. It is something, an instinct that I feel, and I will just share my things with you. So I mean, in my case, what's the point of me hiding my vulnerabilities? So I talk with you, I will share my things with you first.
Mm,
And one thing that I have understood is that sharing your bad days, talking about your life struggles, because every other person has gone through with some or the other struggles. So I'm just doing a reverse psychology here, is what you can say. In social media, if you see, everybody is trying to show good things about themselves.
exactly.
What I do is that I try to show my the worst things in front of the people. Now, the moment the person says that, okay, this person is sharing the worst things of his life, that person feels very safe to share his worst things and vulnerable things about themselves, you see, because they
Mm,
feel me somebody as their own that they can rely upon.
exactly.
So you don't have to be really a perfectionist to be a great communicator or to win somebody's trust. You just need to be of yourself, a real self.
Exactly. Even though, like when we ask, like when I ask you how are you doing, we have the same answer every time. Like, I am fine. But
For sure,
people
you will never
people
hear any customized answer. That question will always be answered like I'm fine. Then the actual communication gets started. Okay, let's see how fine you are. Then I'll ask a couple of other questions. Then I would figure out how you are actually.
Okay, interesting.
I mean,
So
like
how are you really doing?
right now,
Yeah.
I'm very confident with you speaking right now. I'm seeing that you are, happy speaking with me and everything. But probably after our conversation, I might, reanalyze, overthink that did I really outspoken a lot of things to you? Should I have not spoken so much about communication and everything? And I think I should have asked you about more of your life and how is it going. But I went on being too technical about our conversation. So things like that. You see, as a normal person, this is what I would think. And in life in general, things are good. Then a lot of years of struggle that I did in my life, things are good right now.
Mm,
I would say, okay, I'm happy, really, really happy with life, and yeah, that's much of it. You see, I wouldn't say that I don't have problems in my life and I'm not struggling. I'm doing it in my own ways, but is it more painful? No, it's not painful than the past few years that I've gone through. There is a little relief, Universe has been little blessed and little merciful with me these days, so I'm happy.
okay.
And how about you?
About me. I'm grateful actually for everything. I am in a good health. I have my family around me. I have
Right.
roof over my head, and yes, I can't be. I just have to be. I am grateful actually for everything. Of
Hmm.
course, we have sometimes ups and downs, but the good things in our life it's more than the bad stuff. So
Exactly. That's the whole thing. So see, this is how simple life is, right?
what? Yeah.
So this is how the life is. It's pretty simple. We are making it very technical about ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
You
Yeah.
see, and even I say from so I always used to live up with this urgeness that I know I need to earn a lot of money. I need to build this. I need to build this. I need to travel around here. This that. But what I realized down the line is that those things are good, but I need to slow down. I need to really slow down and witness life as a person more. So what I'm trying to tell you is that have dreams, run for it, build it, but on the same time you need to look after yourself as a person. I mean, you need to question yourself. Why are you
What
even
I
doing
really want.
this? Why are you even doing this? Are you doing this because everybody is doing it, or you really want it?
Exactly, yes. And if it is it worth what you're doing, like because sometimes, as you mentioned, if you have dreams, if you really stuck in it and you spend your whole time doing the same thing, but on the other hand, that you have things that you forgot or it's kind of that you will sacrifice. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
maybe you will sacrifice your health. The people that you like, you will not see them because you're following your dream things, and this life like this, it's really fast, and it's will end up sometimes that you maybe succeed to reach your dream and your goals, but in the other hand, you lost the people that you like and another stuff that you really care about in your life.
That's thing. That's the thing. Anyways, too much of being technical about the whole conversation. Tell me something about your childhood times, or like even today. So again, watching you, you are one that big guy with good muscles and everything, like an alpha personality. Tell me one of your childish thing that you do. That childish Musab or Musab, sorry, yeah, that childish Musab of yours, that you react in a way with some people around in your life that nobody knows about it.
Something in my childhood.
No, no, not something in your childhood. Again, understand this question. So I'm like Shiva. Okay, Sohan. In people around me, I'm a very serious kind of a person.
Hmm.
I mean, you cannot say that Shiva has made such kind of a joke. If you go out there and if you tell this in my family that Shiva was actually playing with kids, nobody would believe it, because in general I don't play with kids around. Okay, but I like playing with kids, and I like playing with kids when I am surrounded with a couple of people who are like very my own, and with them I can just be anything. I don't have to, portray myself as somebody which I do in front of the society. So any random thing of yours, which is something very secret of yours, that you only become that Muzab when you are like probably with your girlfriend, probably with some of your closest friends, something that
Okay.
is not very common.
Okay. Okay. Interesting question. Okay. For me, okay, for example, maybe I have many, but for example, like, at work, I'm really this kind of serious person. I don't joke. Just like hi, how are you? And this kind of relationships. But at home, for example, I am totally another person. So if I tell my coworkers that I am this kind of person at home, there's no way that they're gonna believe it because I'm at home. I'm totally different. I am myself. I will be myself. I joke. I laugh. I'm really a different person. I don't know how to, but it's totally different. So this is one of the things that
Tell me, when
I
was the last time you danced? You danced like crazy.
danced. I'm not good at dancing actually. I don't like dancing
Have you ever
much.
tried dancing?
Dancing. Maybe of course yes. But I maybe in one of my the last time was in my one of my friends' weddings. But we have
Okay.
different kind of dance here in our region. Not the same, you know.
So I'll tell you how actually I danced. Even I am not a kind of a dancer. Okay. I mean, you coming in my family and say that, Shiva was dancing in this wedding. They'll be like, you have gone mad. You saw somebody else. But I know. So we were like, it was a wedding of my very close friend. And then we were in the mountains. Okay. The wedding was actually in the mountains. And it was like around night 12 a.m. You're not supposed to be, playing musics in the top of the mountain after 10, sorry,
Hmm.
10 p.m. in the night. And it was already 12 a.m. in the night. So we played a certain local music of that particular place. And then I took beer, a glass of beer in my head. And then I was dancing like this, you see? And I have a
Yeah.
whole clip of it in my phone. And today when I see it, I feel so embarrassing. Like, dude, this is how I was dancing. Seriously. But I never share it with anybody. But I just, whenever I'm alone, I watch it and I just laugh at it. I was like, see, this is me. But
Maybe you
again,
should. Yeah.
this is how
Yeah,
what makes you human, being imperfect
exactly.
and just be yourself at that moment.
Maybe you can like let your family see this video
No, no,
for you.
never. I'm never gonna do that. Come on, I don't really want to be that level of communicator that me was showing my mom. See, this is what I did in that party. Never, ever. Acha, by the way, tell me, Muzab, in your Arabic uh, culture community, 786, 786, the number, is it a very auspicious number for you guys? 786,
Seven?
86.
What do you mean, like exactly?
Is it a number? Is it 786? Is it a number which you feel like very auspicious number for you guys?
No, I don't think so. Like no, seven eight
Okay,
six.
probably it's in only in India. But anyways, it was very nice talking to you again,
Thank you, my
and
friend. Me too.
I hope you had a good time.
Thank you.
And
And
take care. Bye bye.
bye bye. See you later, my friend.